Not all SUVs are made equal. Think of the Macan, okay? The Puro Sangue, and the Urus even. Yung mga models na yun, itsura pa lang nila, alam mo na that they're a cut above the rest and they're not your typical sport utility vehicles. While those cost millions and millions of pesos, meron akong alam na isang SUV from a Chinese manufacturer na hindi bubutasin ang bulsa mo. That's the Jetour Dashing. At kita nyo naman, hindi naman medyo nagkakalayo ang itsura nito sa mga SUVs na yun. Now the question is, para kanino nga ba itong SUV na to? That's what we're gonna find out. This is Paulo and welcome to Car Mood.
Red lips and funky beat, you better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Here at the front, maraming nagsasabi na meron kamukhang luxury SUV itong Jetour Dashing ha. Well, kayo nang magsabi at kung alam nyo yun, comment down below. So kitang-kita nyo naman, it has a very muscular and broad front fascia. Yung hood niya malapad and mahaba. Tapos dito nyo rin makikita yung kanyang dalawang LED daytime running lamps na nag-a-act din as its turn signals. Nandito rin yung kanyang bold Jetour script. And sa baba nun, yung very wide and aggressive and medyo modern looking na rin na grille that almost encompasses the entirety of the SUV's front fascia. Siyempre, nandyan yung front camera and sa magkabila niya, nababakuran siya ng clusters of LED headlamps. Dito naman sa baba, nandun yung kanyang aggressive chin na nagdadagdag ng angas sa overall front end or sa overall looks ng harapan ng Jetour Dashing. Para sa akin talaga namang eye-catching at head-turner ang Jetour Dashing. That's because sa lahat ata ng SUV na na-drive ko, ito na yung pinakamaraming tumingin. Mapabata, mapamatanda. So tingnan naman natin what it has to offer doon sa side. So dito sa side, from this angle, makikita nyo yung very athletic proportions nitong Jetour Dashing. Gaya nga ng sinabi natin kanina, meron siyang relatively wide and long front end na nakakadagdag sa aggressive looks nitong SUV na to. Additionally, meron din siyang 19-inch set of 19-inch standard wheels that come in a two-tone design and they're wrapped in 235/55 tires that really look good on this SUV. Other features come in the form of matte black wheel arches, saka itong mga claddings on each of its doors. By the way, hindi lang siya dagdag pogi points, itong claddings and arches na to also serves as a protection dahil yan yung mga common touch points na either tinatalsikan ng bato at buhangin or tinatamaan ng mga sapatos natin kapag nagdadrive tayo ng sasakyan natin. Para sa mga kagaya ko, lalo na nung first time na nakakita ng flush door handles, medyo napaisip ako kung paano ko bubuksan to. Well, kapag nakalock ang Jetour Dashing, talagang nakaganyan yung orientation ng kanyang side mirror at ng kanyang door handles. Although pwede mo siyang i-unlock straight dun sa key fob, pwede mo rin siyang buksan dito, which gives this SUV a really modern look. Meron din siyang repeaters on its side mirror, saka meron din siyang camera. Both of the side mirrors have cameras to provide the driver a 360-degree view of the vehicle, which can be seen mamaya, titingnan natin doon sa infotainment system. And to give the Dashing a dash of style, see what I did there? Meron siyang chrome appliques na nagsisimula dito sa A-pillar and extends up to the end of the vehicle. So medyo meron din siyang kind of floating roof design. By the way, I also like this black paint which gives a Batmobile-like appeal to the already aggressive Jetour Dashing. So tingnan naman natin kung anong meron sa likod. Dito naman tayo sa likod ng Jetour Dashing and marami rin siyang aggressive appointments na eye-catching pa rin syempre para sa mga onlookers at sa mga kasabay mo sa daan. Let's start with this very sporty looking roof-mounted front spoiler na meron ding kahawig, okay? Ito hindi lang to basta forma. These are, by the way, the third brake lamps And this small circle right here, this is a radar. Now going down below, syempre echoing the design of what we see at the front, nandito rin siya, the bold jetter script. Meron din siyang very striking looking tail lamps that has a lot going on for it. So tingnan natin, isa-isahin natin siya. Meron siyang sequential LED turn signals at meron din siyang design dito na parang Grand Prix flag. Okay, if you're watching Formula 1, this is something that you would immediately notice. Now going down below, meron siyang rear camera right here, reflector sa baba, additional sensors, and isa pang notable sa kanya, yung kanyang diffuser na sobrang sporty at sobrang macho ang dating. By the way, right here, dito nyo maa-access yung kanyang power liftgate or power tailgate that would give you space for more than a week's worth of groceries or kung ano pa yung mga ipinamimili nyo sa bahay nyo. Now, kita nyo naman, nandito yung aming camera gear and there's still enough space or room for other bags, okay? Now, meron din siyang tonneau cover to keep your belongings away from prying eyes. Now, nakita na natin kung gaano kaporma itong Jetour dashing sa labas. Ganun din ba siya kapogi sa loob? Let's find out. So, kitang-kita nyo naman, ang interior ng Jetour dashing ay medyo high-tech, di ba? Also, isa sa mga napansin ko, medyo parang gamer aesthetic tong cabin na to. Kasi it has a lot of ambient lighting na resembles the RGB lights dun sa mga tables, chairs, and other gaming paraphernalias ng mga pina-follow nyong gaming content creators. Right now, I'm sitting on leather seats na merong perforation, saka meron din cooling and heating features na I think the former is what many of car buyers here in the Philippines will appreciate. Kasi nga, tropical country ang Philippines. So, kailangan natin ng cooling on hot days like today. Okay? And speaking of other high-tech features, ito ay merong digital instrument cluster and it also has a 12.8-inch infotainment system. However, wala siyang Apple CarPlay and Android Auto which could be a deal breaker for some car buyers. However, meron naman siyang CarBit which you can use to mirror your phone dito sa larger-than-life infotainment system na to. Now, in terms of style naman, makikita nyo kung black ang exterior nitong Jetour dashing na to, ang interior naman niya, ang theme ng interior niya ay white. So, yung kanyang stylish na flat top and flat bottom steering wheel is covered in white leather material. Ganon din yung kanyang dashboard, saka yung door panels, tong seats, and yung kanyang armrest. Speaking of dashboard, yung dashboard niya has a perfect mix of soft touch materials and the hard, I would like to say plastic, pero the material resembles carbon fiber appliques. Now, right in the middle is a gloss black trim na para sa amin is just the right amount kasi it makes the interior of this SUV look premium pero hindi siya nakalagay sa mga parts kagaya nitong center console enough to make it a fingerprint magnet. So, panalo sa amin yan. While we're in the topic of center consoles, yung center console niya, kagaya nga ng sinabi namin kanina, is finished in a matte textured surface. Charging ports for charging your devices, kagaya na lang nitong 12-volt power socket or power outlet. Meron din siyang USB Type-A and USB Type-C na fast charging kasi it delivers 60 watts of power. Meron din siyang tray dito for wirelessly charging your phone. Yung gear shifter naman niya ay medyo mukhang golf club. Pero I prefer this style kasi not only is it ergonomic, pero mas madali siyang hawakan while you're shifting gears. Now, meron din siyang plus and minus button for manual mode and at the same time, tamang-tama lang yung height niya with the center armrest. Kaya ergonomic talaga, parang nakapatong lang talaga yung kamay mo while you're driving. Okay, so now that we've seen what the Jetour dashing has to offer here at the front, tingnan naman natin yung second row seats. Okay, so now we're here at the second row seats of the Jetour dashing. And dito mararamdaman talaga ng mga pasahero mo na bossing sila. Not only because this SUV has a spacious interior, but also, kagaya nung sinabi natin kanina, it has a panoramic or a large panoramic sunroof. Additionally, marami ring toys dito here at the back. Merong single USB Type-A charging slot. Meron din silang dedicated na air conditioning vents. Meron silang speakers at meron ding enough bottle holders for their refreshments. At para mas maramdaman mo na executive ka while riding the Jetour Dashing, pwede mo ring ibaba itong center armrest niya na covered in the same leather material and has provisions for 2 spots for your expensive coffee. Alright, so let's see how this thing drives. Alright, so now we are driving the Jetour Dashing, and in terms of performance, I would have to say that it's not the best in its class, right? It is powered by a 1.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine that is mated to a 6-wet dual-clutch transmission, or in other words, a 6-speed automatic transmission. Yung acceleration niya, hindi ganun kabilis, especially when you're driving on eco mode. Kapag ka naman nag-switch ka to sports mode, medyo responsive siya, pero hindi pa rin comparable sa mga ibang SUVs na na-try natin. Now, on paper, the Jetour Dashing makes as much as 156 horsepower, and it is accompanied by a maximum torque production of 230 Newton meters. Now, kasi nga yung price point niya, which we'll get to in a few, siguro dun yung makikita kung saan nag-cut ng costs ang Jetour to provide its customers with a luxurious and handsome-looking SUV. I think Jetour knows its market kasi nga dito sa Pilipinas, madalas naman traffic, and a lot of car buyers are going for vehicles that has good looks. So, ito siguro yung perfect combination na may offer nila para sa customers nila. Now, the question na laging tinatanong to measure siguro yung performance ng mga cars, kaya bang umakyat ng Jetour Dashing ng Baguio? To answer that, yes, of course naman. Kaya niyang umakyat ng Baguio because it has a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that can produce decent amount of power and torque. Okay, so pagdating naman sa NVH levels, I would have to say na decent naman yung performance nitong Jetour Dashing. Well, right now we are driving sa tahimik na daan. However, when we were driving in the city, hindi naman masyadong rinig yung mga katabi naming sasakyan. However, yung road noise, tsaka yung engine noise, kapag talagang dinepress mo na yung accelerator, talagang mararamdaman mo na nagre-react yung engine. Suspension-wise, itong Jetour Dashing is equipped with McPherson independent suspensions. Okay, so yung setup niya can handle small potholes, and at the same time, kaya niya ring mag-handle ng regular loads. In terms of fuel economy naman, we were able to clock in at around 15.2 kilometers per liter. And that's a mix of driving within the city and highways. Para sa akin, that's good. That's actually good kasi talagang matipid itong Jetour Dashing considering that this is an SUV. The question is, magkano ba ang Jetour Dashing? Now, you might be surprised because this SUV is priced at around 1.3 million pesos. Now, for 1.3 million pesos, meron ka ng SUV that not only has decent features but has good looks. Good looks, na kayang sumabay sa mga high-end and luxury brand. So, para sa akin talagang sulit yan, kasi kagaya nga ng sabi natin kanina, hindi mo naman kailangan ng power and performance in every driving situation. Minsan, mas importante yung looks. Kaya kung yun yung binavalue mo sa sasakyan na bibilin mo, I think the Jetour Dashing is the right SUV for you. So there you have it, our view of the Jetour Dashing. And to answer our question kanina, this SUV is for car buyers na gusto ng looks, vibe, and technology ng mga luxury cars without breaking the bank. If you feel that this video has helped you in such a way, make sure to give it a like and share it with your friends na interesado sa mga SUVs na kagaya ng Jetour Dashing. Also, while you're at it, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and other social media pages. Again, this is Paulo, and we'll see you on the next episode.